कौन्तेय
क्षेत्रमित्यभिधीयते
क्षेत्रमित्यभिधीयते
क्षेत्रमिति अभिधीयते
क्षेत्रमिति अभिधीयते
एतत् यो वेत्ति
एतद्यो वेत्ति
तं प्राहुः
तं प्राहुः
क्षेत्रज्ञ
क्षेत्रज्ञ
इति तद्विदः
इति तद्विदः.
Now he is explaining the duality of the reality, the Prakriti and Purusha, in a deeper manner, by starting with the human body. Idam shariram kaunteya. Idam shariram kaunteya kshetramiti. Oh Kaunteya. Kaunteya means who? Arjuna. Kunti's son is called Kaunteya. Idam shariram kaunteya kshetramiti abhidhiyate. Oh Kaunteya, this body, shariram, is known as the field. Kshetram is field. Iti abhidhiyate. Abhidhiyate is given the name as the field. And there is a knower of the field. Kshetrajna. Etad yoveti. He who knows that this body is the field is Kshetrajna. That means the knower and the body are two different things. As I told you last time, I will again raise this question. Who are you? If I ask you a question, who are you? Whatever name or description or answer you will give, like name, first you will tell I am Sudhakar Desai or I am so and so, I am so and so, I am so and so. They are all names. It is not you. So many others also may have the same name. So then you will say I am son of so and so. Again, that is an attribute. So you can say again, no, my address is this. Address is not you. And you will say I am so and so managing director, or I am so and so director, or I am so and so doctor, or I am so and so engineer. But again, those are all designations, which is not you, because the designations come and go. They don't remain permanently. They are relative. You may be governor, but even governor's wife will not treat him like governor. She will treat him like husband only. So it is the question of who am I? You cannot say I don't exist. You have to accept that you exist, and you have to accept that you are not the body alone. You are not the name, designation. And finally, you may say you are the mind. And even the mind will stop existing when you go to deep sleep, and you exist even then. So it's a very difficult question. I have asked so many people, who are you? Finally, they will say, we don't know. In this audience, if anybody is very sure who the self is, who are you, you can unmute the mic and give the answer, which is not false. I can easily prove all answers are false. So if you can give me an answer, any one of you, who are you, which I can accept as true and not false, then it will be very interesting. But I can challenge, I can say that whatever answer you give can be easily shown to be false, because it is either relative. Suppose you say you are a father. You are a father to your son and your daughter. You are not a father to your mother. Suppose you say you are a son. Then you are a son to your mother, but not to your wife. So that way, every answer, every relationship is relative, is temporary. Designations are temporary. When you are born, you didn't have any designation, neither a degree. But you had a body. That body was very small, but now your body is totally different. So can you say you are the body? Because the body is changing. But you are not changing, because the sense of I, every one of you, and the sense of I, even in a dog or a cat or an ant, is the same. It is not changing. Now I am meeting some people here after 20 years in this gathering. And when I met them, I saw a different body. Today I am seeing a different body. But the person whom I meet, Sudhakar Desai or say Balaya, whosoever it is, that feeling which I get in my mind is the same, independent of the changes in the body. Like a mother will always treat the son like a baby only, even if the son grows up to 75 years. The mother will think he is a baby. Like Ganga Devi came and tried to pamper Bhishma when he is lying on the bed of arrows, ready to die. But she was treating him like a baby only. So the question arises, who am I? And here Lord Krishna is saying, I am the knower. All that you can say that I know, I am the knower. I am the knower of this body, the field. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi
क्षेत्रज्ञं चापि मां विद्धि
sarvakshetreshu bharata
सर्वक्षेत्रेषु भारत
kshetra kshetrajnayorjnanam
क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोर्ज्ञानं
तज्ज्ञानं matam mama
यतत् ज्ञानं मतं मम
yattat jnanam matam mama.
यत्तत् ज्ञानं मतं मम.
Now he is throwing a big bomb saying that Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarvakshetreshu bharata. O Bharata, O Arjuna, please realize that I am the Kshetrajna of all Kshetras. Now, till now we have discussed about the Kshetrajna of one Kshetra. That is one body. In your body, you are Kshetrajna. In my body, I am Kshetrajna. In the X's body, X Kshetrajna. Now, he is telling, I am the Kshetrajna of all bodies. That means I am Paramatma. That means the sigma, summary of all Atmas. If you add all Atmas, integral minus infinity to plus infinity, dx. If you add all the Atmas, self, dx, integration, then that outcome, summary, sigma, I am that, he is saying, Paramatma. How is it possible? Because now when you say I, you are referring to only yourself, who is the knower of your body, knower of your mind, knower of your... What is important to note is, when you say I am the body, then you cannot say I am also this and I am also that. So when you say I have a body, suppose you have a car, all of you must be having cars or scooters. Can you say you are the car? No, you can only say I have a car. The same way, I have a body. I am not the body. I am not the car. I have a body, and that body is changing continuously. The very fact that it changes, it gets the title Sharira. Shiryate the Sharira. It not only changes, it degenerates. And it is also called Deha because it is burning. With the metabolism, catabolism happening continuously, the body is continuously burning. All cells are getting replaced except brain cells. So, this body, which is continuously changing and becoming old and all that, I am able to observe. So, I am not the body. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are not the intellect. You are not the prana. Because you can stop the prana and stay for a few seconds, as you do in pranayama. You will exist without all. You can exist without mind. You can exist without prana. You can exist without body. Like in deep sleep or deep meditation, absorption. In trance, there is no awareness of the body or prana or mind or intellect. Everything is gone. Even ego is not there. So what is there? Tell me what is there? Can anybody answer that nothing is there?
Jnana or prana.
So prana also, you can stop your prana and still be there. In pranayama, we perform kumbhakam. We stop the prana for some time, but you are still there. You are the observer. You are the awareness. You are the consciousness.
So
You are
can it be the soul?
Yeah.
Chitta.
No, chitta is again mind only. Chitta means mind.
Okay.
So you are when you say soul, you are borrowing the word from literature. But I am now doing a investigation on experience basis, experiential analysis, not scriptural quotations. A lot of people quote scriptures without knowing anything about what they are quoting. When you say God, you don't know anything about God. When you say soul, you don't know anything about soul. You simply say that. When you say jnana, you don't know anything about jnana. You simply say I'm talking only of experiential analysis. Atma Vivechana. Who am I? In terms of my own experience, I'm not the body. I have a body. Or I may not have a body also, because when I'm sleeping, I don't even know where my body has gone. And in the dream, I will get some other body. And in deep sleep, even that body is gone. Nothing is there. So, but still I exist because I got up next morning. So I am there very much. I exist. I am the truth. Sat, Chit. I am the consciousness. And I am Ananda. Because the best experience a person can have in his whole life is deep sleep or deep meditation. Within himself, within herself, he is existing. Everything else is not so much happy, Ananda. So you are Satchidananda. You are Kshetrajna. Now he is saying, the next question that arises, the self in this person, the self in that person, self in that person, the dog, in a cat, in tree, and everywhere. All these selves are there, millions and millions of selves. Or you can say soul if you want. You are by borrowing that word from scriptures. The word soul is there in all religions. In Hinduism, Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, Islam, every Ruh they call it. So now if you accept that word soul, or if you just say self, or just say consciousness, so many multiple instances are there, which are all identical because they are attributeless. All attributes are added and subtractable. If you say you are so and so designation, it will come and go. It is not you. If you say you are so and so body, that body is continuously changing. It may go also. If you say you are so and so son, then that is also questionable. So many descriptions and attributes which are added and subtracted cannot be you, and you exist for sure. So you are Sat Chit Ananda. You exist, therefore you are Sat, you are truth. You are aware because that is why you are Chit, Sat Chit, and you are in Ananda when you are deep sleep or in deep meditation or in deep bliss. That is Satchidananda is your nature. You are Satchidananda, I am Satchidananda, he is Satchidananda, everybody is Satchidananda. So now the next question arises whether all are different or same, or is there any connection between them? Though they are appearing to be different, they have to be same, because if you take any other instance, if you take say Akasha space, the space in my room here and the space in your room, each one of your rooms, and space in Trump's room, is it all same or different? Anybody answer?
Same.
Same, though it appears to be different. Everybody can say my space is different. Trump can be egoistic and say, how can the space in my White House be same as the space in that stupid Gandhinagar apartment? He can say that, but actually space is the same. So similarly, time is also the same. This time, that time, that time, that time. All finally time is one and the same. Similarly, object, Prithvi, this object, that matter, this matter, that matter, that matter. Finally, matter is same. And similarly, this energy, that energy, finally energy is same. As a result, we are forced to accept that this self, that self, that self, that self, which are all having identical attributes of no attributes, but Satchidananda as the only nature, have to be the same. Please note this. That's why he is saying, Kshetrajñam chapimam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. O Arjuna, realize me as the self in all. And he has said it earlier also many times. Aham atma gudakesha sarva bhuta vyavasthitaha. I am the self of all. Kshetra kshetrajna yorjnanam yatta jnanam madam mama. Therefore, the only jnana is the jnana of kshetra, kshetrajna, distinction, differentiation, or integration. All other knowledge is not jnana. You can have knowledge of hundreds of things. You can have knowledge of, say, how many coronavirus deaths are there, or how many votes Trump got, or whatever you want to talk, you can talk. But all that knowledge is a waste knowledge, because the core knowledge is this: who am I, and what is this body, and what is my relationship with my body and this universe? Because the body determines the universe. Because a cat will see a different universe because it has a different body, different senses, different mind. So the universe which you see is not only unique to you. It is appearing different to everyone. Cat sees different universe, ant sees a different universe, bat sees a different universe. You see a different. Right now, 20 people are sitting here. All 20 are seeing different realities as universe. No two persons can see identical truth as a universe, because no two persons have exactly same body, same senses, same mind, same intellect, and same conditioning, same karma, same vasanas. Nobody will have exactly same. Even twins don't have. Therefore, they all see a different reality as universe. So this knowledge is most profound. This is why it is called Brahma Vidya. Bhagavad Gita, at the end of each chapter, we are reading every day. Brahma Vidyayam. This is Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya means very difficult to understand. Now, normally we have a proverb in Telugu language, Idevana Brahma Vidya. Suppose you are learning Java, then somebody says, no, I can't learn Java. Because once I was trying to teach COBOL to my wife, who is a biology person. He never learnt. So they will find it very difficult. Then we will tell them, no, Idevana Brahma Vidya kaadu. This is not Brahma Vidya, you can learn. That means you can learn anything. You can learn machine learning, you can learn artificial intelligence, you can learn the most complex of all subjects, which is not Brahma Vidya. And Brahma Vidya is not possible to be learned. It is so difficult. It is so abstract. And we are discussing exactly that Brahma Vidya. Now, on this very sentence, Adi Shankaracharya has written something like 5 different pages of commentary. And I don't want to go into all that. It will create you more complications. 8 pages he has written. Tat kshetram yaccha yadrukcha.
Tat kshetram yaccha yadrukcha.
Yad vikari yatascha yat.
Yad vikari yatascha yat.
Sacha yo yat prabhavascha.
Sacha yo yat prabhavascha.
Samasena vishrunu.
Tat samasena me vishrunu.
Rishibhir bahuda geetam.
ऋषिभिर् बहुधा गीतम्
Chandobhir vividhai prathak.
छन्दोभिर्विविधैः पृथक्
ब्रह्मसूत्रपदैश्चैव
ब्रह्मसूत्रपदैश्चैव हेतुमद्भिर्विनिश्चितैः
तत्क्षेत्रं यच्च यादृश्च यद्विकारि यतश्च यत् स च यो यत्प्रभावश्च तत्समासेन मे शृणु. Now I am going to explain in detail or in summary, because in detail means it will become a very, very big literature. In summary, the nature of Kshetra and Kshetrajna in one chapter. Now he says, this subject, this knowledge of Kshetra and Kshetrajna has been discussed in detail in the Vedas. Chandobhihi, Chanda means Veda. Rishibhihi, by Rishis. Bahudha, multiple ways. Geetam, songs of Chandas Vedas. Vividhai Pruthak, in different ways again and again. Brahma, and also by Brahmasutra Padaischaiva. Have you heard of Brahma Sutras, any one of you? Have you ever heard the word Brahma Sutras?
No, sir.
Oh, very good. You are very lucky. You go to Ramakrishna Math bookstore and ask for Brahma Sutras, they will give you a very thick book. Itna mota hai. If you can understand it, I'll give you an award. Because that interpretation given to Brahma Sutras is given by a large number of people. It is given by Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya. 25 Acharyas have interpreted the Brahma Sutras. So now he is referring to that Brahma Sutras. I have tried to understand and I have partly understood. My son has understood better than me, possibly. So, Brahma Sutra Padaischaiva, they are the summary of the entire Brahma Vidya given in the Upanishads, 108 Upanishads, and the infinite number of Vedic hymns. Hetumadbhir Vinischitai. Please note this word, Hetumadbhihi. A lot of people think that religion is just a blind belief. It is a sad misfortune that people are thinking like that. It is not mythology, it is not blind belief. Hetumadbhihi, logicians. Hetu means cause. Hetumat means logician. Hetumadbhir vinischitai. Logicians have determined. The Brahma Sutras have been interpreted by logicians. Adi Shankaracharya is the greatest logician, who is our Jagat Guru and who has written commentary to the Bhagavad Gita also right here, which I am skipping to read all that because it's very detailed, very deep. But what he is saying is that the Brahma Sutras and the Vedas are all describing this jnana of Kshetra Kshetrajna. Now I will explain that the entire picture. Mahabhutanyahangkaro
महाभूतान्यहङ्कारः
बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च
बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च
इन्द्रियाणि दशैकं च
इन्द्रियाणि दशैकं च
पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः
पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः
इच्छा द्वेषः सुखं दुःखम्
इच्छा द्वेषसुखं दुःखं
सङ्घातश्चेतना धृतिः
सङ्घातश्चेतना धृतिः
एतत् क्षेत्रं समासेन
एतत् क्षेत्रं समासेन
सविकारमुदाहृतम्.
सविकारमुदाहृतम्.
Now he says, I am going to explain what is kshetra. Now when you say in the beginning that body is the kshetra, okay, that was a very simple approach. The whole nature is the kshetra, prakriti. Now he is explaining what is that nature. Mahabhutani, it comprises of 5 pancha mahabhutas. Prithvi, Apa, Vayu, Akasha. Akasha is space. Agni is energy. Prithvi is matter. Ahankara. Next, apart from these 5, you have Ahankara, ego. Ego means not super ego like Duryodhana, but ordinary ego. The very essence of individuality. I, that basic I-ness. And Buddhi, that there is Buddhi which is higher mind. Avyakta is also there. And Indriyani, the 5 Jnanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas. What are the 5 Jnanendriyas? Eyes, nose, ears, skin, and tongue. And what are the 5 Karmendriyas? The hands, legs, sex organ. All these are 5 Karmendriyas. So the 5 plus 5, 10. So now we are talking of Indriyani Dasha Ekam Cha, Pancha Cha Indriya Gocharaha, and these for the 5 Jnanendriyas, senses, there are 5 objects which are appearing. Vision, that means form, color, then sound, all kinds of sounds which the Jnanendriya of Karna reasons can. And similarly taste. So the objects which are creating those sensations, they also exist. Then what else exists? Ichha, desire exists. Dvesha, hatred exists. You watch the TV, you can see all these things. Sukham, dukkham, sanghataha, that means impact. Chetana, that is consciousness, intelligence. Dhrutihi, determination. Etat kshetram samasena, all this is part of kshetra. The entire world which you see is kshetra. Savikaram udahritam. With vikaras it has been illustrated. Udahritam means illustrated. Udaharana is illustration. Savikaram. What do you mean vikaras? There are 6 vikaras, Shadbhava vikaras. There are 3 gunas. Sattva-guna, Rajo-guna, Tamo-guna. Vikaras are 6. Every object in this world goes through the 6 vikaras. What are those 6 vikaras? Birth, growth, maturing, strengthening, decaying, and death. So all these objects are going through these vikaras. Amanitvam adambhitvam
अमानित्वमदम्भित्वम्
ahimsa kshantirarjavam
अहिंसा क्षान्तिरार्जवम्
acharyopasanam shaucham
आचार्योपासनं शौचम्
shaucham
आचार्योपासनं शौचम्
not sa, it is sha.
शौचम्
Yes, shaucham
आचार्योपासनं शौचम्
dhairyam atma vinigrahah
स्थैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः
indriyadeshu vairagyam
इन्द्रियार्थेषु वैराग्यम्
anahankara evacha
अनहङ्कार एव च
janma mrityu jara vyadhi
जन्म मृत्युजरा व्याधि
dukkha doshanudarshanam.
दुःखदोषानुदर्शनम्.
Now, what are the qualities? Now he is explaining what are the various parts of jnana. That is Kshetrajna's jnana. Now please note, these qualities are not just about basic knowledge, but about the character itself, the personality character. Amanitvam, adambhitvam. Amanitvam, not to tell very high about himself. Mana. Adambhitvam is not to bluff. Dambha means bluff. You know, a lot of people do a lot of bluffing. Amanitvam, adambhitvam, ahimsa, kshanti. Kshanti means tolerance, capability to tolerate. Kshama. Arjavam means honesty, integrity. Everybody wants honesty and integrity in every organization, in every business, in every confidential report. There will be a column on integrity, whether that person is having integrity or no integrity. In government, if you write integrity is in doubt, the fellow will be suspended. He will not get any promotion. You have to write beyond doubt if you want that fellow to continue in his job. Acharyopasanam, serving the acharyas. Upasana of acharya. Upasana of deva, upasana of acharya. They are two different things. Upasana of pitru is different. Deva, pitru, acharya, all three are different, but upasana of all the three will be required to get the results. Shaucham, purity. Who is an acharya? Acharya is a person who preaches and also practices what he preaches. Acharati iti acharyaha. Kim acharati? Yajnanam saha prochyate saha tajnanam api acharati. He practices what he teaches. It is not that he teaches one thing and he practices something else. Acharyopasanam shaucham. Shaucham is purity. Sthiryam, stability. Atma vinigraha, self-control, fullest self-control. Indriyardheshu vairagyam, dispassion on the objects of senses. Anahankara evacha, not having ahankaram means arrogance. I am great. A lot of people, they have a very sweet feeling in their heart of hearts that they are very great. This feeling of greatness is the problem. In fact, there are two types of psychological problems. One is lack of self-respect. A person who has no self-confidence, he will always be expecting others to praise him. And if somebody says something which is not a praise, he'll get very upset. And the other opposite is also there. A person who will be too much overconfident on himself or herself. Ahankaram. And then Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshanudarshanam. The ability to see the bad qualities and the sorrow involved in Janma, in birth, and Mrityu, in death, and Jara, in old age, and Vyadhi, in disease condition. You can all very clearly see coronavirus crisis is creating to us is that how we have to realize the dukkha, sorrow, misery involved in Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. That's what he's showing. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Dukkha, Dosha, Anudarshanam. To be able to clearly understand the miseries involved in birth, in death, in old age, in disease. Asaktiranabhishwangaha.
असक्तिरनभिष्वङ्गः
Putradhara-grihadishu.
पुत्रदारगृहादिषु
Nityam cha samachittatvam.
नित्यं च समचित्तत्वम्
Ishtanishtopapattishu.
पपत्तिषु
Ishtanishtopapattishu.
इष्टानिष्टोपपत्तिषु
Asaktiranabhishwangah putradhara-grihadishu. We should have some extent of detachment. Let me clarify this point. Yesterday, somebody raised a question. What will, that the family members are not allowing you to think of God or chant God's name. No, that is a very bad situation. You should be able to convince your family members, and you should also make them also think of God and chant God's name. If somebody is getting trapped by the bad habits or bad thinking of some of the family members who are asking you to do the wrong things, there are some family members who will ask you to smoke. There are some family members who will ask you to drink alcohol. There are some family members who will ask you to eat non-veg. They are in the wrong direction. They have to be told, you have to be disconnected from such people. If somebody is creating a problem, you have to be detached from that person first and try to convince that person, bring him in to the right direction. Whether it is wife or whether it is husband or whether it is children or whether it is house people or even the matters related to properties. Now, for example, houses. How many houses you require to live? You require only one house. But usually people have at least 2-3 houses. And they will have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 properties, 10 properties, 100 properties. And finally, go into politics. I heard one day one lady minister telling, if you give me 5,000 crores, I'll give all my properties. How many properties that person has? 5,000 crores worth properties. So what does it mean? So a lot of people are mad to go on having so many properties, and how you are going to manage all that and how you are going to live in all those properties. It's impossible. So it is better to be detached from such crazy ideologies. And people want to have properties in various countries and in various cities at the same time. And finally, he will die suddenly. And who will look after all these properties? And nityam samachittam cha ishtanishtopapatishu. This is an equanimity state of mind. Now, this is a very important point. If you are not equanimous to ishta and anishta, because in your life you will be getting two types of experiences. What are those two types of experiences? Ishta and anishta. Pleasant experiences and unpleasant experiences. Now, among the unpleasant experiences, there are two categories. Though it is unpleasant, it is beneficial to you. Shreya. It is not preya, but it is shreya. Like, for example, working hard for the examinations or practicing yoga, getting up morning 4:30 or 4 o'clock, taking bath early morning. All these are unpleasant, but they are beneficial to you. So if you are wise enough, you will take up those practices even though they are unpleasant. But there are second category of practices which are neither pleasant nor beneficial. That is madness, like gambling. Somebody will go on, like Dharmaraja Yudhishthir went on gambling. Finally lost his kingdom, he lost himself, he became a slave, and he made his wife also a slave. It is neither pleasant nor beneficial. So what he's telling is, in both these Ishta and Anishta Upapatishu, you must have the wisdom, a maturity of state of mind of Nityam Samachittatvam. Now take the present day example, it's a coronavirus lockdown situation. I came to know that many people are having serious psychological problems due to the lockdown. So now, what do you do? I mean, if you say that somebody I think made a statement that it is better to get coronavirus and die rather than go on getting afraid of it. You don't have to be afraid. There is nothing in it. It is just a flu kind of thing. And it comes and goes. So all those got infected are not going to die. Only very few people will die. And they are dying due to various other problems, not because of coronavirus. Coronavirus is aggravating the existing problem. The existing problem may be heart thrombosis, or then you'll get heart attack, or it may be diabetic, so many possibilities are the cancer. It gets accentuated and enhanced by the coronavirus, but that's not the cause. So all the people who got infected coronavirus need not die. They will not die. They will get cured and come out. There's nothing to worry. I'm not saying that you should get infected. One person committed suicide because his wife got coronavirus. So this is psychological problem. So psychological problems are very bad. Because you see, you have to think about strong people like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel or Hanuman or Rama, who were so strong. They were able to withstand the adversities. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. One of the important benefits of this Jnana Yajna we are doing, this course, is that your attitude will change. First of all, your arrogance that you control everything, you do everything, you know everything, has to stop. This coronavirus has put people in their place. Everybody has been put in their place. Where they stand, what is their worth? They cannot do anything. They cannot just conquer a simple non-living being called coronavirus. What is their worth? What is their capability? What is their greatness? So arrogance and ego and ahankara has to be given up. And at the same time, any difficult situation, I faced my difficult situation since my childhood, much more difficult than this situation. So there are so many difficult situations people are facing. I know people who have faced much more difficult situations than what we are facing today. I myself faced those situations. So when the going gets tough, you have to have toughness. Only the tough get going. So that's what he's showing here. Nityam cha samachittatvam ishta anishtopapatishu. When events happen, when developments take place which are against you, if you are able to withstand, if you are able to overcome and win over the situation, then you are the winner. If you give up, if you break down, if you collapse, you are a failure and you will die. That's all. So if you want to be a winner, then you have to withstand. Maicha ananya yogena bhakti ravyabhicharini. Vivikta desha sevittam aratir jana samsati. What are the other jnana qualities? Maicha, in me, ananya yogena. He has already told last time also. Ananya yoga. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paripaste tesham nityaviktanam yogakshemaha. If you are in a yoga of ananya, that means no other second object, only God. If you are able to fix your mind in connection with God, ananya yogena, mai, ante in me. Bhakti ravyabhicharini, vyabhichara. What is vyabhichara? Vyabhichara means prostitution. What is vyabhichara? It is sexual prostitution. But here this is emotional prostitution. If you are obsessed with money or something else or somebody else and objects, people, properties, money, all these things, if you are obsessed, then you cannot be obsessed with God. So, Maicha Ananya Bhakti Ravyabhicharini. Bhakti is of two types, Parabhakti and Aparabhakti. Aparabhakti means all chiller bhakti. What people have, they claim that they have bhakti, but they really don't have. It's a fake bhakti or very limited, small child bhakti. Parabhakti means transcendental bhakti, the real deep bhakti, which is unique and non-divisive, no sharing with others. I have bhakti towards God also, and I have bhakti towards money also, and I have bhakti towards alcohol also. That will not work. So all these alcohol bhaktas can be seen now in the queues. So they will go home and drink, and then they will say they are bhaktas to Venkateshwar Swami. They will go to Tirupati also. It's a fake bhakti. We have to have the genuine bhakti towards God only, not all other bhaktis. Bhakti towards a woman, bhakti towards money, bhakti towards alcohol, bhakti towards prostitution, bhakti towards corruption, bhakti towards greed, ahankar, so many negative qualities. All those bhaktis are fake bhaktis, they have to be stopped completely. The real bhakti should be only towards God and only one bhakti. And that bhakti should be towards only God and nothing else. Vivikta desha sevitvam aratir jana samsadi. See, what is interesting in this sloka of this chapter, Lord Krishna is talking about lockdown situation. Aratir jana samsadi. Can you believe he has talked of lockdown only here? Aratir jana samsadi. Not to mix with people. Maintain social distance. More than social distance. Not interested in mixing with people. So he knew that this is a good quality, which is now the government is emphasizing. Vivikta desha sevitvam. Go only to the appropriate places and aratir jana samsadi. Not interested in getting mixed with people groups. Adhyatma jnana nityatvam tattva jnana artha darshanam. What else is required? Adhyatma jnana nityatvam tattva jnana artha darshanam eta jnanam iti proktam ajnanam yadato anyatha. That realization that Adhyatma Jnana alone is true. What is Adhyatma Jnana? He has answered in 8th chapter. Kim tad Brahma kim Adhyatmam. Adhyatma is spirituality, which is knowledge about Brahman, which is about God. Aksharam Brahma Paramam. Swabhavo Adhyatma. The nature of Brahman is called Adhyatma. So the reality of Nityatva, eternity, permanence of Adhyatma Jnana alone and Tattva Jnana Artha Darshanam, the ability to see and understand Tattva Jnana, the philosophical doctrines, the philosophical theorems, the philosophical dogmas and Siddhantas given in the Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, Shastras, all these texts, the ability to understand all that. That alone is jnana. Eta jnanam iti proktam. Ajnanam yatato anyadha. All others is ajnana. Knowledge about how to make money, how to, cheat people and how to count numbers and how to cut bodies and see what is inside. All this jnana is called ajnana. And the real jnana is only spiritual jnana. Adhyatma jnana. Yeyam yattat pravakshami yajñatva amrutamasnute. Now I am going to tell you that which is to be known, having known which you will get immortality. We have this, famous statement, asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya. What is the third one? Mruchorma amrutam gamaya. That means I want to go to light from darkness. I want to go to reality from unreality, truth from untruth to truth, and finally, I want to go towards immortality from mortality. Man is mortal. Everything in this world is mortal. Can anybody say he is immortal? Can you show me any object which is immortal? But still he is saying, Amrutamasnute. I am going to teach you that knowledge, having learnt which you will acquire immortality. If you acquire this knowledge, you will acquire immortality. What is that knowledge? Anadimat param brahma sattanna saduchyate. Brahman is that knowledge, God. And nature of that God, sarvatah panipadam tat sarvatokshishiro mukham sarvatah shrutimalloke sarvamavrutyatishta. It is spread everywhere. Everywhere has hands and in the Vishwarupa. He is explaining the Vishwarupa. Sarvatah panipadam tat sarvatokshishiro mukham. Everywhere hands, everywhere heads and everywhere eyes. Sarvata srutimalloke sarvamavrutyatishthati. Sarvata srutimalloke sarvamavrutyatishthati. Sarvendriya gunabhasam sarvendriya vivarjitam. Asaktam sarvabhrucheva nirgunam gunabhoktrucha. Bahirantascha bhutanam acharam charamevacha. Sukshmatva tada vijnayam durastham chantike chaya. Inside and outside of every object in this universe, it is spread. It or he, you can say he or it. And sarvendriya gunabhasam sarvendriya vivarjitam asaktam sarvabhruchaiva. It is devoid of all qualities, but it is reflected in all qualities. The two opposite statements, that which is attributeless, qualityless, and that which is actually all qualities. Sarvendriya gunabhasam, sarvendriya vivarjitam, asaktam sarvabhruchaiva nirgunam gunabhoktrucha. Asaktam sarvabhruchaiva nirgunam gunabhoktrucha. It is without gunas and it is the enjoyer of gunas. Bahirantascha bhutanam acharam charamevacha. Sukshmatvat tada vijnayam durastham chantike chatat. It cannot be understood or seen because of its subtlety. You can ask, how can you say that the Atman or God is spread everywhere? I cannot see. You cannot see because your eyes cannot see. It is so subtle. Like space, Akasha, also you cannot see, but it is there very much. Without space, nothing can exist. Avibhaktancha bhuteshu vibhaktamivacha sthitam. Though it is indivisible among all objects, it appears as if it is divisible. That means all these different divisible objects are actually part and parcel of the indivisible. Bhuta bhartracha tajneyam grasishnu prabhavishnucha. It is the Lord of the Bhutas, Lord of the universe, to be known grasishnu prabhavishnucha, which is spread everywhere, including the time of pralaya, in the time of creation. Prabhavishnu means in the time of Prabhava, that is Srishti. Grasishnu at the time of Laya. In both the times, that knowledge, that Brahman or God exists. Jnanam, Jneyam, Jnanagamyam. That is Jnana, that is Jneya, and Jnanagamya, that which is reached by Jnana. And Hridi Sarvasya Vishtitam. And this is, where is it? Where does it reside? It resides in all the hearts of all people. I'll give you a very interesting example. I went to Ujjain, which is the greatest of all abodes of Lord Shiva. So there's a big queue there, morning 2 o'clock. People are waiting in a queue for performing Bhasmarati. And there's a big board kept there. The profile of Shiva. Except the mobile number, everything else is given. Father, mother don't exist. And etc. etc. Address, the two places is given. One is in Smashana, other is in the hearts of all people, all beings. Hridi Sarvasya Vishthitam. Mobile number is not there. Address is in hearts of all beings and in Smashana. Father, mother don't exist. That is the profile of Shiva given in a big board there. Then why are people going there when if he exists in all hearts of all beings? They are all going there thinking that there only he exists. Vishnu exists only in Tirupati or everywhere. The word Vishnu itself means everywhere he exists. Then why people are rushing to Tirupati as if Vishnu exists only there and nowhere else? Iti kshetram tatha jnanam jneyam choktam samasataha madbhakta etad vijnaya madbhava yopapadyate. Till now I have explained the kshetra and jnana and jnaya. There was a lot of noise in the last 10 minutes. Now the noise is over. I'll repeat some of the statements which are describing the Lord who is present everywhere. Jnayam yattat pravakshami yajñatva amrutamasnute. I am going to tell you something knowing which you will achieve immortality. Anadimat param brahma sattanna saduchyate. That is about Brahman or God. Sarvatah panipadam. It has hands and heads everywhere. Like Vishwarupa. He is quoting Vishwarupa. Tat sarvatoksh siromukham. Sarvata srutimal loke. Sarvamavruchatishthati. It exists spread everywhere. Sarvendriya Gunabhasam, Sarvendriya Vivarjitam. It is manifest with all the qualities of all senses, but at the same time, it is depleted, it is devoid of all senses. Asaktam Sarvabhrutchaiva. It is untouched and unattached with everything. At the same time, it is the cause and source of everything. Sarvabhrut and Nirgunam. It is without any qualities. At the same time, Gunabhoktrucha. It is the enjoyer of all qualities. Two opposites. Bahirantascha Bhutanam Acharam Charamevacha. Inside and outside of all objects in the universe, both which are movable and unmovable. Etchakinchit jagat sarvam drishyate shruyate piva antarbahishchadat sarvam vyapya narayana sthita. The mantra pushpam Narayana Suktam says, same thing is telling here. Bhairantascha bhutanam acharam charamevacha sukshmatvat tadavijnayam. It cannot be known because it is so subtle. Durastham chant. It is far as well as near. Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu vibhaktam, though it is indivisible, though it is simply one, Advaita, it appears as if it is divided into so many parts, so many objects. Bhutava, if you can ask, how is it possible? It is like gold and ornaments. Gold is only one which is indivisible, but appears as if it is so many divisible ornaments. So it is not really divisible, it also appears as divisible. Bhuta Bhartrujata Jnayam Grasishtu Prahavi. And it is the Lord of, it is the owner, creator at the time of creation as well as at the time of destruction. Jyotisham apita jyotis tamasa paramuchyate. The light of all lights, beyond all darkness. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya. What is that light? The light which is beyond all darkness. Jyotisham apita jyotihi tamasa paramuchyate. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya. And the light as nature of God, divine being, is mentioned in every scripture. You take the Gita, you take Vedas, you take Upanishads, you take even Bible or Quran or Guru Granth Sahib. Anywhere, light is the nature of God. Jyotisham apita jyotis tamasah paramuchyate. Jnanam jneyam jnanagamyam. It is jnana, it is jneya and jnanagamya. Jnanagamya means that which is achieved through jnana. Jnanam is jnana, jneyam is knowable and achieved through knowledge. Iti kshetram tadha jnanam jneyam choktam samasataha madbhakta hetad vijnaya. Having understood this, what I told till now, my devotee, madbhava yopapadyate, he will strive to reach me. Prakritim purusham cheva vidhyanadi vubhavapi. Now I have quoted this earlier many times. It is there in the 13th chapter. The nature of Prakriti and Purusha, the Sankhya philosophical system. Prakriti and Purusha are both endless and beginningless. And Prakriti comprises of the Vikaras. I told you 6 Vikaras: birth, growth, death, and so on. Gunas, 3 gunas, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamaguna. Vidhi Prakriti Sambhavan. Karya Karana Kartrutve Hetu Prakriti Ruchyate. Purusha Sukha Dukkhanam Bhoktrutve Hetu Ruchyate. Not only the Vikaras and Gunas, but all actions. Karya Karana. Karana, instruments of actions, and Kartrutva, the ownership of actions, are all caused by Prakriti, within the Prakriti. And Purusha Sukha Dukkhanam Bhoktritve Heturuchyate. Purusha is only feeler, enjoyer, thinker. Purusha Prakristhohi Bhunkte Prakritijan Gunan Karanam Gunasangosya Sanasadyo Nijanmasu. Purusha, though inside Prakriti and enjoys the qualities of Prakriti, and that is how he gets into the trap of many lives, in good and bad, wombs. Sadasadyoni janmasu. That means animal forms and human forms. Upadrashta, Anumanta, Bhakta, Bhokta, Maheshwaraha. Sharirasthopi kaunteya paramatme vichapyukto dehasmin purusha paraha. Now you see a wonderful statement. Nature of Purusha, nature of God. Even though inside the body, the self, Kshetrajna, is nothing but God, Satchidananda. Upadrashta, observer. Anumanta, the orderer. Bharta, the bearer. Bhokta, the enjoyer. And Maheshwaraha, the Lord. Paramatma, iti, chapyuktaha. Dehe asmin, in this body, the God is being described. So, in this body itself, the God exists. Deho devalaya prokto, jivo deva sanatanaha. त्यजेद अज्ञान निर्माल्यम सोहम भावेन पूजयेत. This body is the temple. This jiva is the God in this body, a temple. And if you remove the old flowers, ajnana, then you are God himself. That is what he is telling. Paramatmeti chapyukto, the Paramatma, dehe asmin purushaha paraha. In this body, that Parapurusha, the transcendental existence, being, exists in this body. Ya evam veti purusham prakritim cha gunais saha. So this is very important point. He has explained the entire Sankhya Yoga philosophy. Now there is we have to understand that this self, the one who is calling I, that itself is Purusha, that itself is God. I am Atma Brahma, and is trapped into this body, Kshetra, in terms of nature, in terms of Prakriti. And by virtue of this getting trapped into this body, that self which is Paramatma, which is God, he is wrongly assuming himself or herself as the body, as the mind, all this equipment. Actually, you are God. It so happened that you lost your way and thought you are a man. That's what it is. It is like an example I'll give you. There was a big king, and one hypnotist went to him, and he said, I will show my hypnotism show. All right, you are the greatest hypnotist of the world. You show it. But he wanted a condition right in the beginning. Whatever happens, I should not be punished. Okay, king gave that order. Whatever happens, he will not be punished. The moment king made that order, in the next second, the king found himself walking in the forest. And he goes and goes and goes and goes, and he is feeling thirsty, and he gets dizzy, and he gets unconscious. He collapsed. And then when he opens his eyes, he is in the hut of a tribal woman in the forest. And that woman, gives him food, and he marries her, and then he gets children there, and the children are growing up. And one day there was a famine, and in that famine, everybody is killing each other, everybody is dying, and everybody is eating each other. And then he offers his fingers to his children to eat. And when the children, one of the child has bitten this little finger, suddenly he woke up. It is all part of hypnotism. So then he realized that the whole thing was Maya, it is not true. So the same emperor who is the king of the whole world, country, whole world, became a tribal, and he started eating and killing, or his child started eating him, his body. That is the kind of situation we are in. The Jiva is not Jiva, but is Shiva. But he is assuming he is Jiva. And one more important story I have to tell you. One king was there. He took his son and his army and went into the forest to hunt. So while hunting, they hunted, and whole day they hunted, and finally in the evening they returned back. But when they returned back, they found that that king's son is missing. Young boy, small boy, is missing, lost. So they tried a lot to find him, but he was lost completely. So they returned back to the capital city. And after 30 years, they found a person in the forest who was resembling the lost son of the king. So they brought him to Hyderabad, they took him to CCMB and performed a DNA fingerprint test and found that he is the same fellow. Then they told him, boy, see, you are not ordinary person, you are the king. Because by then the king became very old. We'll make you the king, you be the king. And that fellow said, no, I cannot be the king. I am a forest man, I am a tribal, I am a hunter. I live in the forest. I want to do only that. I am not the king. They tried to convince him, no, you are the king. He said, no, I am not the king. So the question is, when will he become the king? So what is the answer? He is already the king, but he is not realizing that he is the king. So Jiva is already Shiva, is none other than Shiva, but he is not realizing that he is Shiva. He wants to say that he is not Shiva, but he is only Jiva. And therefore he wants to worship Shiva. And therefore he wants to pray to Shiva. And therefore he wants to put one stone and say, this is Shiva, that stone is Shiva. What a wonder it is. So when will Jiva become Shiva? Jiva is already Shiva. The moment he realizes that, he knows. That's what he's saying. Ya evam vetti purusham prakritim cha gunais saha sarvadha vartamanopi sabhuyo abhijaya na bhuyo abhijayat. If he realizes that, then he is already Shiva. He will not be born again. He will in moksha. Dhyanena atmani pashyanti.
ध्यानेनात्मनि पश्यन्ति
Kechid atmanam atmana.
केचिदात्मानमात्मना
Anye sankhyena yogena.
अन्ये साङ्ख्येन योगेन
Karma yogena chapare.
कर्मयोगेन चापरे.
Okay, mute the mic. So, apara means others. Some people, kechit, some people, pashyanti, see, observe the self, atma, in dhyana, in meditation. Dhyanena, through jnana, by dhyana, atmani pash, they see the self in the self, by the self. Kechit atmanam, they see the self, atmana, by the self, by dhyana, dhyanena, in the self. That is what the yoga path is all about. And others, anye, sankhyena, yogena, by sankhya yoga, by the sankhya philosophy, they understand the self. And some people understand the self through karma yoga, karma yogena chapare, anyetvev majanantah, shrutva anyebhyo upasana. And there are others. They don't know about the self. They will hear from others. Now you are all hearing from me. Arjuna is hearing from Krishna. Shrutva anyebhyah upasate. Te pichanti tarantyeva. They also can reach moksha. Mrutyum sruti parayana. They can cross death. How will he become immortal? When he realizes that he is not Jiva but he is Shiva. He is the self, he is the God, he is Paramatma himself. Paramatma has no birth, has no death. So the immortality will be achieved when you have the self-realization as you are the Supreme Self. Yavat sanjayate kinchit sattvam sthavara jangamam kshetra kshetrajnayo yoga tadvidhi varshashava. Whatever is happening, whatever is born in this universe, yavat sanjayate, born kinchit sattvam sthavara jangam, moving or unmoving, all objects are born due to the samyoga of kshetra and kshetrajna. Kshetra is prakriti, kshetrajna is purusha. So with the combination of this samyoga, this creation is getting created. That is what is explained by Ardhanarishwara. The Ardhanarishwara, the woman face is prakriti, the man is purusha. Both are combined together. This universe is a manifestation of prakriti and purusha. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram vinashyat svavinashyantam yapashyat sapashyat. Who is able to see? We think we are all not blind. But actually he says, everyone is a blind person if he is not able to see that God, Parameshwara, Samam Sarveshu Bhuteshu, Tishtantam, who is established, is there very much in everything in this world. And even if everything destroys, it will not be destroyed. He who sees that God, he is the only person who is not blind. All others are blind. Samam pashyan hi sarvatra samavasthitam ishwaram na hinasyatmanatmanam tato yati param gatim. So by being established in the Godhood, the awareness of the Paramatma, he will not harm anybody, hurt anybody, cheat anybody, or lie to anybody, or possess anything from anybody. So that is the dharma principles coming out naturally for a person who sees oneness of himself with everything. Prakrityaivacha karmani kriyamanani sarvashaha yapashyat tadha atmanam akartaram sapashyati. He who knows that it is prakriti which is doing all activities and not purusha. In the Sankhya Sutras, Asangoyam Purushaha, that is the last sutra of the first chapter in the entire Sankhya Darshana, to realize that the self is asanga, untouched. Purusha is untouched. Though everything happens in Prakriti, that itself is moksha stage. Yada bhuta prathak bhavam ekatvam anupashyati tateva cha vistaro brahma sampajyate tada. If you are able to see one single entity, one truth in all the multiple objects, then only you are able to see God. Anaditvad nirgunatvad paramatma ayam avyayah. Being without beginning, being without qualities, and being indestructible, this Paramatma, even though it exists in the self, in the body, sharirasthopi kaunteya, na karoti na lipyate, it doesn't do anything. You think you are doing so many things. Actually, the self doesn't do anything. It is all part of Prakriti that gives the delusion of doing so many things. It gives the delusion of being so and so, I am this, I am that. Yatha sarvagata saukshmyad akasham nopalipyate sarvatra avagato sthite dehi tatha atmano. Just like the akasha